Sabrina Carpenter's new album, Man's Best Friend, is like a really solid DLC expansion to a video game as opposed to a fantastic sequel to one. Hot off of a massive breakout year in 2024 that saw the release of her album Short and Sweet, which spawned 3 top 10 peaking singles in Espresso, Taste, and the #1 hit Please Please Please, Sabrina Carpenter is back with her 7th studio album as a quick follow-up to Short and Sweet, perhaps to capitalize on that record's success, with this record also conveniently being released smack dab at the end of summer like the last one. And this record's rollout did come with some conversation and perhaps somewhat overblown controversy regarding the album cover, which admittedly, the controversy flew over my head when it happened, but when I saw it, I just kind of interpreted the album cover as satire and then decided there were worse things in life to be mad about. I was more interested in the music itself, especially after having enjoyed Short and Sweet. I was ready to see what her next move was going to be. And after listening to the album, I like it, but I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed this time around. I do like what the album is going for here thematically and lyrically, kind of getting into the idea of like the cycle of attraction and sexuality on this thing. She doesn't want to be in a relationship. She's tired of being mistreated by men, but because sexual attraction and hormones are a thing, it's hard to get away. It can really control you and kind of trap you in that control. And I respect what she's going for as a concept, but I do have a few issues with the execution. For starters, and I hope I don't word this wrong, I wanted this record to be a little bit more playful. Part of why I love Short and Sweet is because I saw Sabrina as being like a fun, unserious pop girly making some good earworms with legitimately funny quotables, which was refreshing in an era where we're constantly talking about self-serious pop records. Here, though, it feels like she is trying to make something a little more self-serious, and I don't know, given that it's supposed to be satirical, I think a little more playfulness in the writing could have sold that satirical edge a little bit better. As far as the production, a lot of these tracks kind of run on the same flavors that Short and Sweet had, with occasional country twinges here and there to some of the songs, and while I do think the record sounds good and is cohesive, I do think it kind of suffers from its cohesion because some of the songs do mesh together a bit. Sabrina is still a great singer, of course, and she sounds great on this thing, but the repetitiousness of the instrumentals does bring the record down quite a bit. I've never had a problem with it myself, but I think this record is the first time where I've truly understood why people criticize Jack Antonoff as a producer. It's not bad, and I did have fun with the album, but there are parts of it where I feel like it reads more like a Short and Sweet deluxe than a proper follow-up, and given all the noise surrounding it, it can at times feel like a bit of a quick cash-in on the massive success Sabrina's achieved over the last year plus. On my rating scale, I think I could still give Man's Best Friend a good rating. It's enjoyable, and I recommend giving it a look, but don't expect it to light up your world in the same way Short and Sweet did. Sabrina took some big swings in the rollout of this thing, but I really hope she takes some bigger musical swings when the next project is ready to go.